With the GoPro 10, you can make great videos, whether it's a travel video, cinematic edits, family gatherings, or even just everyday life. Today, I will show you 5 ways to instantly improve the quality of your videos. So let's start off with the settings. The original settings that the GoPro come with aren't ideal, so I'm going to show you the settings that I use for most of my shots. I change the settings slightly depending on the conditions or what I'm shooting, but with these settings you can't really go wrong. I'm going to put some videos up taken with these settings on the screen right now. I've left the sharpness on low and the colours natural so that I have some flexibility to edit and grade the clips in post. If you're not planning to edit the clips at all, I would recommend to change the sharpness to medium and the colour to vibrant to give a more saturated look. Also, I have the resolution set to 4K 60 frames, but for most users you're not actually going to need this. So if your laptop struggles to edit in 4K, then I'd recommend to shoot in 1080 and 60 frames, and the clips that you're going to get are still going to look very nice. So part 2, filming multiple different angles. So my next tip I have to greatly improve the quality of your GoPro video is to film multiple different angles of the same shot or the same location. To make an interesting video, it's really important that you mix up the clips to keep the audience occupied. Rather than having a 15-second clip of the same scene, it's a lot better to have multiple short clips that are between 3 to 5 seconds and chain them together like this. Whenever I'm filming with my GoPro, I try to get at least 2 or 3 different shots from different angles, and also try to think of shots that are unique to the GoPro. Because it's a small action camera, there are just some shots that you can't get with a larger camera, and these unique shots are the ones that really make your videos stand out compared to others. So my next tip that I have for you guys is to add transitions within your video. However, to make a transition look natural, you're going to have to plan the transition beforehand and film accordingly so you have the right shots to create this transition. I don't actually like it when the transitions are overdone and they look unnatural. However, when they're used occasionally to switch between locations and scenes, it can be quite effective. In this video, I won't go into too much detail on how to do transitions, as I already have a video up on my channel that explains how to do them. So if you want to check them out, please click on the link in the description below. So I've just put the thumbnail of the video up on the screen if you want to look for it through my channel. As I said earlier, it's very important to mix up your clips to keep your video interesting. If you have the same clip running for more than 10 seconds, it's going to get very boring very quickly. And one way to mix up your clips is using the multiple features that the GoPro has, such as the Timewarp function and the slow motion function. So here is a video of a turtle that I shot at 60 frames, and this is the original shot before I slowed it down. This is after I dropped the frame rate to 24 frames, so it's about 2.5 times slower than the original. Having slow motion for certain parts of a video is very effective, especially for fast-paced action shots that you might have in your GoPro videos. If you're planning to shoot in slow motion, I recommend changing the settings that I introduced slightly to 120 frames or 240 frames so that you have more frames to work with. Next, the Timewarp function is another cool feature of the GoPro. It's essentially like a series of photos that are connected together to create a video, and here is one that I filmed at Tokyo Station the other day. And this is another way to give more variety to your shots and make your video more interesting. So my last tip that I have is not exclusive just to GoPro, but in general, when you're making a video, it's very important to add music that fits to the genre of your video. Also, it's very important to make sure that the cuts and transitions go with the beat to make it look more natural. In the editing software that I use, I add markers to the beat of the song so I can just slot the videos in like this. So that's going to be about it for this video. If you're interested in learning more about your GoPro, I have lots of videos on my channel that explain various features of the GoPro, so please check those out. and as always I will see you in the next video.